Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Usually we're moving on to talking about the midfielders, because I think the midfielders are the most valuable asset in FPL. I'm going to leave them till my last video on talking about who I want to look at there. Obviously we still have 63 million in the bank for the final 8 players in the team. Only actually using 37 million for the first 7 players. Not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Obviously this year, the points wise, I don't think it's going to change too much for attackers, so we can go mostly off it. Obviously last year the top earner on points was Alexander Isak, but with his future just a teeny bit in doubt right now. I don't actually know if I want to bring him in, because he is 10.5 mil for someone that we don't know if they're going to be starting that first game of the season. Like, you'd expect him to be, because he's such a vital player for Newcastle, but because we don't know what's going on with his future, will he be playing in that first game? I actually think your safest option for an attacker this year is actually Jarrod Bowen. Now, he won't get as many points. He'll actually get about 13 less points this year, so I put him on 180 points, which is still a good points haul. It's slightly less than Haaland and Visser and Watkins, but I mean, does he get more for assists as a striker? I don't know. I feel like he'll still be one of the best assets for £8 million, and he performs year in year out. So Bowen is someone that is going in my team straight away, and I can't really argue with that one. Obviously other options, you got Chris Wood last year scoring 20 goals, 14 goals in the year before. You know, he's found his form in a Forest shirt. You can definitely say that. You can definitely say he has found his form at Forest. He feels a bit more at home, and he's, you know, 34 goals from so far is not too shabby at all. Brentford, Palace, West Ham start the season off. It's a good start for them as well before the European fixtures start tying themselves into games. We got Ollie Watkins, 16 goals and 8 assists last year, 19 goals, 18 assists the year before. Is insane. Is really insane. That's mainly down to him winning the penalties, and you know, those three taking penalties though. An okay fixture run up with Newcastle, Brentford, Crystal Palace, Everton and Sunderland. That's a nice first 5 games, but 9 mil's a lot for a player that like is very up and down and doesn't really usually kick on until, you know, a bit more into the season. Visser, 18 goals, 6 assists. I feel like that will go down this year, just down to the fact, I mean, if he goes to Newcastle and Isak leaves Newcastle, then he could be the starting striker for Newcastle, where he might even get a bit more, you know, he might get involved a tad bit more, but we'll wait and see. Haaland, 22 goals, 3 assists last year, but not a nice start, and for 14 million, not something that I really want to invest in just yet. I think the investment for Haaland will be a drift from, like, if I bring Salah in, we'll see where I want to put the big bucks this year. Mateta last year, now goes below the 180 points. There's a big gap here to 150 points on Mateta. 14 goals, 2 assists, 16 goals in the year before, but he is very much, you know, towards the end of the season, that's when he's kind of doing it. Raul Jimenez, who, oh god, actually have to challenge a bit more for time on the pitch with the likes of Rodrigo Muniz. Strand Larson, good option, but it's just a really poor start for Wolves. Start the season there. I mean, it's City at home, so he could be like, you know, out there to impress potentially. Liam Delap is on there, and he's cheaper than João Pedro, but I think João Pedro would be the one that'll be starting the games. Evan Nilsson as well, not the greatest starting against Liverpool. Obviously, João Pedro there against Crystal Palace in his first game week for Chelsea. He's done well for Chelsea and Chelsea so far, so that's my second pick. That is my second pick. Beto, I think we'll have a better year. 5.5 mil as well, not too bad. Highland, you know, we'll wait and see on that one. Wait and see, but I'm feeling positive about Highland and even Xerxes this year, but I don't want to bring in, you know, I don't want to back him too much. We got Solanke potentially, Burnley in the first game week. Oh, it's Solanke Mitchell now, actually. Wow. I wonder if he's going to wear that on his shirt. But I just feel like I am just drifting towards Strand Larson. So he's 14 goals, 4 assists last year. I think he's found his feet in the Premier League now, and that's something I can back. So that is going to be my front 3. And it comes to deciding the midfield in the next video. But I think that's a solid front 3 to start with. I think they have good rotation with each other. If you look at that first 5 games for João Pedro, I'll be starting with everyone but the 4th game. For Bowen here, I'll be starting Bowen in every game there. I'm happy to start Bowen in every game there. And then Strand Larson can be like that second game, the 3rd game and the 5th game. games I'll be very happy to start him. Even in that first game against City, might be happy to start him in that one. But that's the end of this video now, guys. Let me know who your striking options are and who you want to bring into your team. That is the end of my video for now. If you like the video, please like or see more, subscribe, because I'm on the channel every single day. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I do. See you next time. Cheers.